Hi everyone, so I wanted to give some quick feedback on a question that I get asked a lot, and that is how many rhinestones do I need for my tumbler? And it really is going to depend on the project you're working on as well as the type of tumbler that you purchase. So I have a few different size tumblers here that I carry on my website. This one is a 24-ounce skinny rainbow tumbler, and then I have the dome tumblers in acrylic and stainless, and these are 20 ounces. And I also carry the skinny tumblers in 20 ounces in acrylic as well as in stainless. And then I have the 16-ounce ears tumbler. So it's really going to depend on your project. Will you just be using a solid color on your tumbler? Will you be using multicolors, doing an ombre tumbler? Will you be adding a name or a design or something unique on the tumbler? So it's really going to depend on what your project is. On average for, I would say, this 24-ounce rainbow skinny tumbler, you would need about 3,200 to 3,500 rhinestones, and that's just one solid color. Again, that number will change if you're going to be doing multiple colors or adding a name or a design or something like that. With the 20 ounces, now that will depend on, is it a dome or is it a skinny tumbler? So you want to factor in the dome because if you will be adding rhinestones to the dome. So you want to factor that in as well. So that will cause you to maybe use a little bit more rhinestones than what you would for a skinny. For these tumblers, I would recommend anywhere from 2,600 to about 3,100. And again, it's just always going to depend on your project that you're working on. And then with the 16-ounce tumbler, the ears tumbler, that can also vary if you're just going to be putting rhinestones on the top of the tumbler, on the dome part where the ears are, or if you'll be putting stones on the full entire tumbler. For this one, I would suggest around 1,900 to 2,200 rhinestones. But I just wanted to come on and give a little quick overview about how many rhinestones you would need for each tumbler, and it will always vary depending on what you're working on in your project and which tumbler you decide to go with. Now on my website, I do have different sizes of rhinestones that you can purchase as far as how many you want to purchase at a time, and that would start with the 10 gross bag, which would be 1,440 stones, and then going to the 2-ounce jar here, which would be approximately about 2,200 stones, and then there's the 4-ounce jar, which holds about 3,500 to 3,600 stones, and then the 6-ounce jar, which this one would hold approximately around 5,200 stones. So it really depends. You'll just have to look at your, figure out your project, and then from there, I would decide how many stones I would need, depending on the tumbler type that I'm going to purchase and how detailed that my tumbler will be as well. So hopefully that provided a little bit of insight. If you do have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely be happy to answer. Other than that, I will see you all on my next video. Thanks for watching.